Hello. Okay, so I'll be doing a vlog on maybe a quick distinction between the American society and African society. Um, with emphasis on married women. Yes, married women. Marriage on women, you know, um, comes with a lot of expectations and responsibilities, and which we gladly accept, because it makes us stand out as strong and distinct. Yes. So, my distinction, um, or the main points of this vlog is to focus or point out setting expectations that have been laid out on the African woman, which on two ends, it's and it's a stress, and at the same time it has its advantage, you know, as against the woman, in the American society or American culture, so to say. So with the African woman, you're expected to have babies, to basically be a homemaker, and the man goes to you know get the money, take care of you, and in turn you sit home and you take instructions from him. You're submissive, you do his beating, you do the cooking, the cleaning, having the babies, and all that. That is in Africa, back in Africa. Whereas out here, a woman is a working class lady. A woman goes to work the same way the man goes to work. A woman pays the bill like the man pays the bill. A woman does this thing and is still expected to get married, have a baby, and still do those things. So this brings what you call like a cultural shock or a cultural clash, for Africans that move out here or that live here at first and get married, because the men still have those cultural values, which or let's say those cultural expectations from the women. And in some cases it really doesn't work out that way, because the women here, if we still if a woman still has to go work, still have to pay bills, still has to go to school in order to build her life or to further, to advance in life, and is still expected to have the babies, still expected to cook, to clean, to do everything 100%, and without requiring any help from a man. It's difficult at that point. It's very, it has a very high burden on the woman, and most men that come do not understand that fact. And they say, oh, the lady is not, the girls out here, when they move out, they're not submissive, they're not loyal, we need to go and bring someone from back home. But guess what? Even when that happens, just give it some years, she still falls into that same thing. So the big question, is what's going on. Like, why would everyone come to that point? Because a lot of people have not come to terms with the fact that certain things that happen in our lives are affected by our environment. They are affected by what happens around us. So if you are in the United States, where the responsibilities and the situation is different, it determines what happens or what you're capable of doing. Unlike in Africa, where your parents pay your school fees anyway, so you don't have to work to go to school. So before you even get into marriage, most times you're done with schooling, you're done with education. Probably you're looking for a job, or you don't even have to work, because it is the man's responsibility to go out and fend for you. The same thing with fidelity and all that and all that. So but when you come out here, it's like a 50-50. So the same time he's walking into the house, he's tired. I'm tired, I'm drained out, and I need some help. So I'm not saying women should not keep up with their responsibility, but I just noticed that there is always that clash. I just noticed that there is a clash, especially at the initial stage of trying to adjust, with an African woman in marriage, versus the women out here. So that was just what I wanted to point out. Thank you.